Joe Pietaro here with your Muscle Sport Minute for today. This episode is brought to you by IronMagLabs.com. This is their Dream and Grow formula. Promotes deep sleep. Hey, you break your ass, you do things, you're on the go. Pre-workout, intra-workout, post-workout. But you never relax, you never sleep, you never take downtime. You need to take downtime. Dream and Grow is what you need to make sure you get the deep sleep you need for recuperation, recovery, and rest from that crazy workout schedule of yours. Hey, New York Knicks. Wow, I've been a Knicks fan my whole life, and I will be 50 this year. I've seen teams good, and I've seen teams bad. I've covered this team as a sports writer for many years, mostly when they were bad. This is during like the Isaiah Thomas, like this is the 07, 08 era. They sucked. I mean, they were bad, Marbury and Eddie Curry. I mean, it was a tough time to be a Knicks fan and tough time to be a Knicks writer, to write about them and trying to find something positive. You don't want to bash your team every time, especially when you fucking cover them. But wow, this day and age, this era, the James Dolan, now, I mean, even more out in the open now with Dolan. This whole thing with Charles Oakley, I think it's two wrongs don't make a right. First of all, I love Charles Oakley. He was one of my favorite Knicks. He played his ass off. Fans loved him. He was a great Knick. But he's, listen, I can't say he's not totally, I can't say he's totally innocent in this situation. I listen, I wasn't there, but you're going by what the majority of people saying. He was a little out of control, it seems like. I don't think he was like rip-roaring drunk, but he even admitted he had a couple of pops across the street before he got there. So something happened that set him off. But this whole thing where, it's not a racial thing, all right? Because, come on, for obvious reasons, I need to explain that? Come the fuck on, guys, all right? But Dolan's being a little bit of a dick, too. Dolan's a terrible fucking owner, don't get me wrong. But him having Latrell Sprewell there, who's been probably one of the worst behaved NBA guys, and even on the Knicks, like when he got traded to the T-Wolves, he was talking shit to Dolan, and I think it was Dolan's girlfriend. We're in like the front row, and after he came back, he was like giving them shit. But Sprewell was his own worst enemy. I'm not even talking about the PJ Carlesimo fucking strangulation, which got him, suspended for almost a whole year. It was the beginning of the NBA season. He got suspended for the rest of the year. With the Knicks, he came in with the broken finger, didn't tell them what happened. It happened during the offseason. I mean, you don't do that. And this guy, and then you need to feed my family when he was a free agent with the T-Wolves, and they were offering him whatever, millions, he wanted more. He was a fun player. 99 was a great run when they made the finals in that strike year and they lost to the Spurs. But Sprewell's been an asshole for many times. He also had LJ, who was next to him, who was a very popular player, and Bernard King, more from my original era as a Knicks fan, the late 70s. Bernard King was, a straight shooter. You had your Michael Ray Richardsons that got in trouble with drugs and stuff like that. So there's been bad guy Knicks that the fans endeared themselves to. Sprewell's one of them. Oakley was not a very bad guy. He was just a little hot-headed, and that's the way he played, and that's the way he is. That's his personality. But I think Oakley was a little bit wrong. You can't start shoving security guards. If they're saying the boss wants you out, it's almost like, they're bouncers at that point. They're the authority figures. They're saying, dude, you got to fucking leave. You got to take this up with him, but right now you got to leave. You have to take it up tomorrow. So Oakley was a little bit wrong. I think Dolan was probably egging him on a little bit. So like I said, two wrongs don't make a right. But it's an embarrassing situation for a franchise that has done nothing but embarrass itself for years on end. Years on end. Donnie Walsh was on the right track with this team. Unfortunately, he put too many eggs in the LeBron basket when LeBron was a free agent and went to Miami with the big Jim Gray decision nonsense. Okay? He brought in Stoudemire to attract LeBron. I didn't think they needed Stoudemire. Plus, David Lee was really a very affordable, strong, automatic double-double every night player and a big fan favorite. And he was drafted by them. He came up. They bring in Amari Stoudemire, who once you have microfracture surgery on your knee, you realize it's probably not going to be for the long term, and they gave him a fucking $100 million plus. Cool story with him, Stoudemire, playing in Israel in Sports Illustrated recently. Check it out if you haven't. Highly recommended. But that was Donnie Walsh's fault. He did clear the cap room. He fixed Isaiah's mess. But then he put too many, like I said, if it was LeBron or bust, then it was bust. But other than that, Walsh did a nice job. Phil Jackson's done a not a good job at all. The problem with Jackson was when he made the Derrick Rose deal, it was a great deal because they were getting an expiring contract. And Robin Lopez, who I liked, they gave him too much money, though. So they got rid of that contract. It had like 3 years left on it. But what does he do then? He brings in Joakim Noah for more money, more years. And Lopez was a better player. Joakim Noah sucks. He's always banged up. He was better off clearing it out and build around Porzingis. And if Carmelo, you can't trade him, you don't bring in another bad contract on top of that. So basically, the state of the Knicks here, not good. Probably no revelation there. But really, with the Oakley, to me, both parties were fucking wrong here. But hey, check it out. $32 a year, free shipping in the United States. MuscleSportMag.com/subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.